Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're doing a book summary review of a literal giant in the personal development space, Maxwell Maltz's Psycho-Cybernetics. If you've ever looked around and wondered, why some people just seem to effortlessly crush their targets while the rest of us are constantly struggling, well, this book summary review really holds the key. We're going to unlock exactly how our minds are actually hardwired to automatically achieve goals, as long as we're giving them the right instructions.
So, we're going to navigate this in 4 quick stages. First, we'll look at the self-driving subconscious. Second, we'll uncover this hidden saboteur called the self-image barrier. Third, we're going through a 3-step upgrade routine you can literally do every single day. And finally, we'll look at exactly why visualization actually works by digging into the hard evidence. All right, starting with part 1, the self-driving subconscious, your built-in engine for success.
Let's start with this core concept from Maltz, because honestly, it's a complete paradigm shift, especially if you're someone who thinks success is just about non-stop grinding. Maltz defines our innate goal-seeking ability as the automatic creative mechanism. Basically, this is a subconscious system built right into your brain. The moment it accepts a clearly defined goal, it just goes to work, completely behind the scenes, effortlessly trying to deliver you to that destination. You don't have to micromanage it, you just have to turn it on.
To make this super concrete, I want you to imagine your mind as a self-driving car. Your conscious mind? That's the operator. You sit in the driver's seat, you type in the exact destination, and you hit go. But your subconscious mind is the car itself. It's this highly advanced vehicle that just effortlessly gets you there. You don't sit there consciously analyzing every single turn or every time the brake or gas pedal is pushed, right? The car just does the work. And look, this isn't just some modern motivational fluff. Even historical geniuses relied heavily on this exact mechanism. Take Charles Darwin. He famously spent months just agonizing, struggling to consciously organize his groundbreaking book, The Origin of Species. He was completely stuck. But when he finally stopped stressing, when he just let go and let his subconscious take over, bam! The exact solution hit him like a bolt of lightning. He actually wrote, "I can remember the very spot in the road while in my carriage when to my joy the solution occurred to me." He trusted his internal machinery, and it delivered. Moving right into section 2, the self-image barrier, why the car refuses to drive.
Okay, so we all know the feeling where we input this amazing destination, but the car just sits there. It refuses to move. Why does that happen? Well, this actually goes back to the author's own background. Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon, and in his practice, he noticed something fascinating. He'd surgically correct a patient's physical deformity to make them objectively beautiful to the outside world, but often the patient would look in the mirror and fail to see any difference at all. Even after the physical fix, they still truly believed they were ugly. Why? Because their internal self-image was still broken.
So how does this apply to your goals? Think about the sequence here. When you set a really big goal, like hitting a massive sales target or getting into a top-tier college, internal doubt almost always creeps in. It turns out if deep down you doubt your own capacity to achieve that level of success, your flawed self-image acts like a giant concrete barrier. That doubt completely sabotages your creative mechanism. You're basically yanking the emergency brake on your own self-driving car.
Which brings us to section 3, the 3-step upgrade, reprogramming your mental software. To overcome this internal sabotage and get the car moving again, Maltz designed a really effective daily exercise. This is exactly how you align your internal self-image with those massive external goals. And the best part? It's incredibly simple. For just 5 minutes a day, ideally right after lunch, maybe while you're listening to a relaxing song, you're going to guide your brain through 3 specific visualization steps to literally reprogram your self-image. Let's break down exactly how you do this. Step 1 is all about getting out of your own way. You absolutely must deeply relax your body first. You do this by vividly imagining your arms and legs turning into heavy concrete, just sinking deep into your mattress. Why concrete? Because eliminating physical tension actually opens your nervous system to new suggestions. It's literally the exact same physiological trick a stage hypnotist uses to make their subjects suggestible. You are purposefully lowering your mind's defenses.
Next up is step 2, and this requires extreme clarity. You need to vividly visualize waking up tomorrow having already achieved your goal, and you have to use intense sensory detail. So, if your goal is a thriving business, don't just sit there and vaguely picture being successful. No, imagine sitting in your future office, noticing the specific make of your laptop, and seeing exactly $51,225 on your monthly sales dashboard.
The more hyper-specific the details are, the more your brain actually believes it's reality. Finally, step 3. This is the secret ingredient. You have to anchor this vision with real emotion. I want you to recall a positive feeling of success from a really simple, recently completed intention. It can be as minor as just getting out of bed when your alarm went off or successfully brushing your teeth today. Take that tiny, genuine feeling of, hey, I set an intention and I succeeded, and inject that exact feeling directly into your vivid future vision of the 51 grand. You are literally conditioning your nervous system to view high achievement as your normal everyday baseline.
All right, let's jump to section 4, why visualization actually works, the proof behind the practice.
Now, if you're a naturally analytical person, you might be a little skeptical about this. But consider the real-world proof. Co-author Matt Fury used this exact method with college baseball pitchers who were struggling to hit 90 miles per hour. He had them mentally layer that feeling of success onto the specific image of throwing a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and the results? Over just 18 months, the number of successful pitchers who could consistently hit that speed skyrocketed from 18 to an incredible 98.
So the absolutely crucial takeaway here is this. Your nervous system literally cannot tell the difference between a real physical event and one that is vividly imagined. Just look at the evidence from hypnosis. Hypnotized students who are simply told they're touching ice water experience a real, measurable drop in the physical temperature of their hands. Even crazier, subjects touched with an entirely imaginary red-hot poker actually produce real skin blisters on their bodies. Let that sink in. Your mind literally dictates your physical reality.
Which brings us to the magic number 21. If you commit to letting your automatic creative mechanism work behind the scenes by practicing this exact visualization routine for just 5 minutes a day for the next 21 days, you are going to feel an inevitable shift. You'll start getting out of your own way, and your brain will start serving up the exact signs, solutions, and routes you need to finally hit your target.
So, knowing what we know now, that your subconscious will faithfully and dutifully deliver you to whatever vision you continually feed it, I want to leave you with a question. Take a hard look at your life right now and ask yourself, what destination is your self-driving mind taking you to right this second? Because if you don't like the route, well, it might just be time to program a new address.